Hey guys, this is Collector Dude Spider-Verse 800 here once again. And today I'll be doing a movie review on the 2004 live action movie Garfield the movie. So Garfield the movie stars Bill Murray and many other actors in the movie. So what this movie is about, and this movie also came out in 2004. So what this movie is about, it's about Garfield um being with his owner John, but then when John gets a new dog named Odie, Garfield gets jealous and then tries to and then he tries to kick out Odie out of the house for he can be with John. But then they get lost, but then both Garfield and Odie get lost and they get kidnapped by this guy named Mr. Happy Man, I believe that's his name, and then they need to find a way back to get home to their owner John. So that's what basically what the plot is of this movie. Now, when I first saw this movie on the DVD when I was at Savers, I was like, a live action Garfield movie? That sounds pretty interesting. I'm gonna have to get this DVD. And then I got the DVD, and then I watched the movie, and it's honestly a pretty good movie. This is actually a pretty good movie from 2004. Yeah, I am not watching the sequel, A Tale of Two Kitties. I heard that movie's really bad. Yeah, so I refuse to watch that movie. I may do a video of why I won't watch that movie. And also, I feel like the live action design of Garfield looks okay-ish. I guess. But as for Odie, they just used a regular dog. Really? They used a regular dog for Odie, just a dog. Why won't you use like a CGI dog, like a CGI animal like Garfield? Like, really? Like, that's really unnecessary. I mean, come on. Yeah, there's some flaws in this movie, like how they didn't do a CGI design for Odie, unlike they did with Garfield. I feel like his design is okay. It's pretty decent. Not as good as his design in the new one. Which I already saw it. It's a really good movie, by the way. And also that this movie just felt too short. Yeah, this movie felt too short. Um And also, I feel like the plot it doesn't feel like it feels like a plot we had many times, like how the owner how the other dog gets jealous of the other, but then they get kidnapped. Yeah, we've seen that in many movies, like in The Secret Life of Pets 1. Um we see that in every single movie. Like, come on, no need to use a plot like that. Um Yeah, I would say that this movie is just a good movie but with flaws. Honestly, let's get to the positives. I feel like the comedy in the movie is actually really funny. Um I like the way how Garfield and Odie get along at the end of the movie. And I also how like they actually use the song I feel good, so good in the movie. Yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed how they actually used that song in this movie. But and then I felt like that song I Got the Good Life from the new Garfield movie kind of sounds similar to I Feel Good to comparing to this movie and the 2024 movie. I feel like those both songs sound familiar. Um so yeah. And and I would also say that this movie also has a generic villain. Yeah, a generic villain who just wants a pet only for just for a commercial ad to be like the best pet to do like a little dance thingy, and then for they can keep the best. Yeah, I feel like he's just a terrible villain. Yeah. Mr. Happy Man, I think that's his name. Um, yeah, he's a terrible villain in the movie. Yeah, generic freaking villain who just wants pets, who just wants pets to do great dancers, and then they win. Yeah, it's very generic. Um, yeah, they did mention lasagna in this movie, unlike how they mentioned a lot of lasagna in the Garfield movie from this year. Um, and also, yeah, and this is actually a real. It's yeah, this is the only good movie from the live action movies. But as for the sequel, no, no, I'm not watching the sequel. I am definitely not watching the sequel. It's got bad reviews. I might do a video of why I won't watch that movie. Also, yeah, we didn't get to see the veterinarian girl. I forgot what was her name, but I think she's a good character in the movie. As for John, he was pretty decent in the movie. So overall, the Garfield the movie is just a pretty decent movie. I'll probably give it a 5.7 out of 10. It's okay, but it's not as good as the animated one that we got this year. Yeah. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And stay tuned for my movie vlog on Inside Out 2, which, yes, I'm seeing it tomorrow in IMAX. So yeah. And I'll also be doing a review on that movie. So yeah. Alright, bye guys.